G'day everybody, we are on the Trans-Pennine line and this is the Class 45. The signalman at Huddersfield is about to assign a new platform, climb aboard and get moving again. So this is just a really quick one. It's not a long scenario or anything. We have rail engineer looking very dapper in his suit riding along with us today. Let's see, we need to, I think we might put some cab lights on today, and we might put the nose light on, and I think the headlights, yep, the headlights are already on. Okay, so they want us to set the reverser to forward, release all of our brakes, and apply some power. So let's apply, we'll apply up to about 30% to get us moving. We do need to turn our, nope, we don't need to do that. We need to turn our wipers on to run there. So I've driven the Class 45 once, and yeah, it's not a bad thing to run. The only thing that I did was I did try and do a scenario, which was a nighttime, not a scenario, but an actual. I set a timetable run on this, and it was set at night time, and even with the headlights on and stuff, I could not see a thing. I couldn't see the track in front of me. I couldn't even see it a little bit. So I don't know whether that's a problem with the lighting setup on the train, or whether I was actually doing something wrong. I am not overly sure, guys, but we've got a 15 mile an hour speed limit coming up just up here, so I might throw some brakes on and start slowing this beast down so that we don't get to the 15 mile an hour and be running over. So that looks pretty good. There we go, back into running. Just a little bit of extra throttle. May have done that a little bit hard. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I need to probably check the settings that I've got set up in here. Maybe it's something to do with my settings that I've got set up. I'm not sure, so we will see. I will see if I can sort that out, because I would really love to be able to do some nighttime runs and stuff on here, but as you can see, it's pretty dark in here and we've got the headlights on, and it's not even a long tunnel, if you understand what I mean. I'll put that back onto initial application so that we are doing 15 when we get down to the 15 mile an hour zone. What are we? We're heading downhill 1%, so so I'd like to know. So if for anybody who does play this, let me know. Let me know whether or not, if you do have this line, whether or not when you're driving the Class 45, whether you have that same problem as well. Driver's brake running. We will take our time going in here so that we don't overshoot it. This is a really quick scenario, this one, so I'm not sure whether it's YouTube worthy, but we might go and try and do something else at the same time, or after we've finished this, and see how we go. So we'll just get that running. Here we go, coming in. Haven't driven the Class 47 yet, so we may even give that a go perhaps and see how that goes, because I wouldn't mind giving the Class 47 a bit of a go. And I haven't done the 101 on this line either, but from what I've heard, the 101 is a considerably difficult train to drive because of the gears and stuff like that, so I don't know. It's a little bit more brake there. There we go, just take it off to initial application. Okay, and unlock the doors to the right. This scenario should take about 30 minutes, so we might race probably about an episode's worth. Let's get out and have a look at what we've got there. Look at that. Class 45. Beautiful stations in this this DLC. It's lovely. So got all of our passengers boarding. Let's go down the other end of the train, and the last carriage hasn't opened up, so there we go. And there's the 101 there, so there it goes. I'm pretty sure that's the 101, isn't it? I'm pretty sure that it is. Let's bring that back down to initial applications so that we are ready to go when we need to. What is our timetable today? Let's have a quick squiz. Load passengers, stop at location at 17:21. So I am not sure. Let's take that back out again. Lock those doors off. Lock the right hand doors. There you go. Alright, so here we go. Brakes off. Bit of horn and a little bit of throttle there. We've got a green light. We're in a 15 zone, so bring that up to 30% to get us moving properly. Yeah, not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad driving this one. I don't mind it. Okay, because we are going downhill slightly, I will go to throttle off. So it's beautiful scenery. This is an old line, obviously, driving old engines and old consists, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to get into some of the older stuff as well. It sort of gives you I do like driving the older stuff. I mean, so the newer stuff that we do. I do have to say that you're probably wondering where part 3 of the yard switching scenario that we were doing was. Well, it bugged out. I went to jump in the third engine, and I was doing all the startup procedures and all that type of stuff, and it bugged out at the brake charging. So the brakes charged to over what we needed to charge them to, and it would not continue on with the scenario and give me my next objective. So I went out of it, I came back in and I tried it again, and it didn't work, and then I tried it again and it didn't work, so I went through the whole first 2 parts of that scenario again and got to that train and tried it again, and again it just bugged out. It would not work. So I was a little bit disappointed because I didn't get to finish that scenario, didn't get to get my points for it, and did not get to show you guys the finish of that scenario. So I apologise about that, but it's just it's just another one of those bugs that has never been fixed on this particular simulation. So it's kind of what we deal with. It's a bit of a problem, and it's a bit of a shame, but you know, it is what it is. So I apologise about that. How you doing over there, rail engineer? Are you all right, mate? Alright, what do we got coming up here? Let's see, we do have the, we do. Alright, that's another 45 right there. Pulling a consist of passengers, which is pretty cool. I need to keep my eye on speed limits. In 1.7 miles, we have a 50 mile an hour speed zone, so we're pretty well up to speed, so I might actually let it coast because we are going downhill. I may have to put a little bit of brake on at some point to stop us from, in fact I might need a little bit of straight brake. We are 4 miles away from Ravensthorpe, due in at 17:21. It's currently 17:15, so really do need to concentrate on these scenarios when we're doing them. I did stream this one night. We got in and had a bit of a go on stream, and I was running a passenger service, and good old chat was running, and I was talking to chat, and we were having a good old time, and of course I was missing stations and stuff like that. So I think as a streaming game it's probably better if we need to add a little bit of brake here, because we have a 50 zone coming up in 500 yards, and we need to get ourselves down to again, chatting again, not keeping my eye on what I am doing, and putting myself in a bit of a situation here. So down to 50 miles an hour, put that back in running. We'll keep the straight brake running for a sec as we go around this corner here. We did that alright. Let's see. Take the straight brake off, let us speed up just a little bit, and you can see how quickly we speed up. Yeah, so I think in further streams and stuff, it may be some cargo stuff that we are doing through the little tunnel here. They have such beautiful tunnels, don't they? We're on an upward slope now, so we're probably going to need to put some throttle into it to keep us moving at the momentum that we need to be going at. So there we go, that seems to be going alright. A little bit of power in there. I don't want to... we're going up a 1% slope, and this rail line is up and down. Apparently it's got a lot of climbs and a lot of descents and a lot of really sharp turns, so everything's looking okay at the moment. We've got an 80 mile an hour zone coming up very shortly. We're 2.3 miles out, so, and we are 3 minutes away from our arrival time, so 2.2 miles until 45 miles per hour. We're in an 80 zone now, so I need to really give it some oomph to make sure that we get to Ravensthorpe on time. There we go. A little bit of beautiful scenery there. Let's head out and have a look while we're... look at that. Wow, that's pretty amazing, isn't it? Over the bridge we go. That's beautiful, actually. It'll probably make for a good screenshot right there, I reckon. Let me get in there and have a look. Keep my eye on what we are doing. Too easy to get distracted. A little bit more throttle. We're 1.3 miles away from our 45 mile an hour zone, so which is just before the station by the looks of it. So time-wise, we are 2 minutes out. Not overly sure whether we are going to make it or not. I probably do need to reduce that throttle now and let this thing start to slow down. So we will put on initial application. I'm not sure how long it takes to... I'm not experienced in this, and I am not sure how long it takes for this thing to slow down, so probably need to be very, very cautious about that. In fact, I may have even needed to slow down a little bit earlier than that, but it looks like we're going alright. It's not making the passengers too uncomfortable by the looks of it. 700 yards from our location. We're looking good. We're looking good. We looks like we might be probably about 30 seconds early on our arrival. Another 500 yards. Slow down a little bit more. Keep that in initial application. So we'll putt in here at about 27 mile an hour at this point in time. Let's go back into initial. Let everybody know we are on our way in, and slow this beast down a little bit more. Okay, it's not a very long platform for the length of this train here, is it? A little bit more throttle. I might have overdone the brakes there, which is probably very me, I think. especially when you're getting used to driving a new train. But that's okay because we are right on time. Look at that. Throttle off, and initial application there. Perfect. Lovely. Alright, let's unlock those left doors there. Let's jump out and have a squiz at what's going on. 101 leaving there. That would make an awesome screenshot as well, wouldn't it? That would be lovely. Absolutely lovely. Everybody's getting on. Everybody's getting off. Who wants to get off? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a it's something that I think you've really got to get used to driving for the stopping and stuff like that. There seems to be a little bit of a delay on the brakes when you're using the brakes and stuff. So definitely looking forward to doing more in this. Rail engineer doesn't really seem to be doing too much. He's just leaving it all up to me. Lock the left doors. Okay, so brake into running. Bit of that. And throttle up to 30%. What are we? We're currently in a 50 or a 45. We're in a 45 zone. So, look, there's a little bit of platform extending out here, but it's kind of covered in bushes and stuff, so obviously not used anymore. Alright, we have hit the 60. So we'll throw a little bit more throttle in there. Perhaps look up so that you guys can see out there. Up to 90%. Let's jump out here and have a squeeze as we go past here. Look at that. 7.7 miles. That's lovely, isn't it? We've got 1 mile until we hit a 50, so we'll probably get up to 50, I think, and then coast along at that. I know you wouldn't normally be hitting your horn there, but why not? Alright, we'll bring that throttle down to probably maybe 40%, might hold it. We are going uphill and we do need to kind of hold the speed that we're doing, so we are so close that there's no point in going over 50. The throttle down a little bit more. Trying to keep my eye on everything, trying to do the right thing. And it seems to be going pretty well. It's still raining out there, so we still need those wipers on. Just a little bit more power because our slope has changed. We've got a green signal here. Now this line has all of the old signals in. I have no idea about the old signals, so no idea at all. Evening, ma'am. You probably should have been standing under cover there. And you, sir. Would have made a whole lot more sense to stand under the cover that's been provided by the rail network. Okay, 6.4 miles to Leeds approach. And it's saying go via location, so what have we got? Let's have a look at here. Stop at Leeds and then park off the unload the passengers and then park her off. So 17:36 at Leeds. We're currently 17:25. That's not too bad at all. We are in a 60 now, so we can actually speed up a little bit to make sure that we're not running late. So there's plenty more train sim to come to the channel. You know, you guys can ride along with me and learn as I am learning, or cringe as I am learning, if you already know how to do this really, really well. So it's something that I love to do. I love to sit in here and just relax and chill out, concentrate on something other than real life for a little bit. And I mean, you know, what can I say? Trains. It's nice, nice scenery. They could probably do a little bit more with their. I won't leave them there. They could probably do a little bit more with their ground textures and stuff like that to make it a little bit better when you're sort of looking out there. But then that's just me whinging. Alright, what have we got? 0.7 up. So we've got no other speed limit coming up, so we can sort of stick around 60 if we want to. So lovely. Everything seems to be going alright on here so far. We're sticking to our schedule. A 50 and 2.4. Let's bring that down a little bit so that we don't overspeed. Alright, a little bit more throttle there. A little bit more throttle. It's starting to slow down a bit. I want to try and stay, I like to stay sort of 1 or 2 miles an hour underneath the speed limit. It doesn't always work out, especially when you're driving something like this and you're on lines that go up and down so much. And this one does. This one definitely does go up and down. So it's a bit dark in the tunnel, useless headlights. Not really helping the situation out at all. Let's just bring the throttle down and coast because we've hit 60, so need to reduce a bit of that speed. Take the throttle off. I've only got a oh, you can hear the engine winding down, can't you? That's pretty cool. I do like that. Okay, lovely. Everything's going all right. All right, guys. I will see you at the next exciting part of this, or I will see you at Leeds Approach when we get near Leeds Approach. Okay guys, alright, so I did have to control that. I did do a slight overspeed there, and I did have to control it going down the hill a little bit. Been going down a 0.8 slope, so it was pretty interesting. But I did miss the 50 mile an hour zone and did slightly overspeed. So what I'm doing now is we are only sort of 0.7 miles away from our next location, so I'm just sort of slowing down a little bit. I don't want to go in there too fast because I'm not sure what to expect. It's not actually a stop, it is a go via, so I'm not sure what to expect when we get there, so I don't want to hit it too hard. We're 17:32 and we are due in Leeds at 17:36, so I'm assuming that we should be okay to sort of back off on the throttle a little bit. Okay, so we've got a line merge here from another direction, which is pretty cool. And in 1.2 miles, this is the location that we need to go past. It's not telling us to stop or anything, so that should be okay. We'll just coast through here, and we should have an indication of how far the station is. The station is 1.7 miles, so I think on this downward slope we might just leave the throttle on, or actually we might just go into off and just coast, I think. 1736, 1733, yeah, so there was a lot of control going down that hill. We went through a tunnel, and it was at the end of the tunnel was the 50 zone. We've got a caution light coming up in a sec, and we've also got a 25 mile an hour limit coming up in 0.6 miles, so we need to be very careful of that as well. Yeah, so I just missed that and oversped by about 5 mile an hour, I think it was. Keep that on initial application. We seem to be slowing down all right. I don't want to overspeed too many times in this, so we might put our straight brake on a little bit. There we go. Just keep that happening to make sure that we sort of maintain the 26 that we're doing until we get to this 25 mile an hour zone, so which is very close now. Just slow him down a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. 25, just in time, and we have a stop coming up as well, so in 290 yards, so we probably need to get some service on the brakes in there. You can see that coming up just up ahead there. We do have a red light there. Don't want to overstop. There we go, we've got yellow now, so we should be okay. Beautiful, 0.7 miles out of Leeds. We're probably going to be a little bit late on this one, I think, by the looks of it. A little bit of coasting down the hill. Make sure that that's on running. 20 mile an hour, so we need to go just a little bit of brake there. Got another train there that is waiting for us. There's a 1 mile an hour overspeed there as well, but 1 mile an hour isn't too bad, I'm guessing. 10 miles an hour, so I might put that on initial application and bring off the straight brake there. Get ourselves down to 10 miles an hour. Coming into the station over there. Go back into running. You can do it, Simi. There we go. It'll be it'll be right where this light is, I think. It's about 10 yards away. I'm not up on yards and miles per hour. Look at that. A little bit of throttle. We are now on level ground as well, so that's pretty cool. So this, I assume, is changing us onto the track that we need to be on to for our platform. So that's pretty cool. This is what it's like coming into Adelaide Station as well, Adelaide Rail Station, which is pretty cool. Just tracks running everywhere, and a whole pile of very slow junction changes and crossovers. So thankfully in these scenarios, when we're not doing yard work, we don't have to get out and change them ourselves. It's all done for us. Definitely running late, 2 minutes late already for Leeds, so that's probably not going to go well in our points, but so be it. We are here. We are here. And that's all that counts. We've got the passengers here, they are alive. Slightly late, but alive nonetheless. It just feels so slow going in here like this, doesn't it? Alright, this is looking good. This is looking good. Lovely station through here. There we go. Roll in, roll in. Take the throttle off. Ooh, we need to make sure that we don't mess this one up, because this is a dead end. Bit of initial application, and as I said, it does take a little bit of time for the brakes to actually kick in as well. Talk about stress me out. Because they want you to stop close, don't they? Just perfect. Beautiful. Unlock left. Let's jump out and have a bit of a squiz here. Look at that. Wow. That was a little bit lucky. That's a fancy coat you've got there. And a fancy moustache and hairdo as well. Alright, beautiful. Passengers are loading, unloading, which is really, really cool. And we will probably need to shut this down, I'm guessing. Objective complete. Good work. That's it for this run. So there is nothing else to do. It should finish this scenario now. Let's turn that wiper off. Beautiful. Set the handbrake to applied. Okay. Can we reach the handbrake? Yes, we can. Applied. Beautiful. The reverser and master key to off. Reverser is off. Master key is... Yep, the reverser is off. That's applied, isn't it? Yes, it is. Handbrake is applied. Master key to off. Climb down from the locomotive. Here we go. Down we go. And we should probably close that door. Thanks for not helping, Rail Engineer. Hope you enjoyed the ride. And we will head over here to finish our scenario. There you go. That is done, and you can see that little section of overspeed that we did there. Or that I did. I say we. But that's not too bad, is it? Let's see, 7,311 AP. I'm at level 15 now. The Northern Trans-Pennine, level 4 on that, and level 4 on the Class 45. Lovely. Alright guys, well thank you very much for watching this episode. If you liked it, please hit like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. Don't forget to join us on Twitch. And I will see you in the next episode of Train Sim World. Thanks guys. Bye.